Here we go. Let's take it to the screens and do these things, man.
Woo!
Future zero emissions power plants. Scientists collaborate on development of commercial fusion energy. God damn. I want to talk about words that'll fucking spin you around a little bit. Holy shit, that'll turn your brain up a little bit. Scientists collaborate. Okay, that's good. On development of commercial fusion. Holy shit, commercial fusion. That's fucking amazing.
Can you imagine if power was made to be incredibly cheap? Like all of a sudden, this commodity that is necessary for life is now highly available and easy to come by?
Infinite supply, damn near. Well, I feel
what
like...
would that do to the economy, you know?
Oh, boy. Well, there's several answers to that question, Phil. It's hard to say how exactly it would go, because on the one hand, think about it on the one hand, if there was a device, let's say that fusion becomes practical enough that the device is small, an internal fusion reactor is small, like a combustion engine. Let's say it draws power from fucking solar or something, I don't know, and then it stores it in a capacitor that goes to a battery that goes to your breaker box at your house. So there's just like a box on the back of your house that powers everything, and there is no power company you deal with, and nobody can turn you off. At that point, yes, net benefit for humanity, absolutely.
Sure.
Now, you get a device and you're in charge of your own fucking power. That's outstanding. Of course, everybody would have fusion reactors on their property. That could be a problem. I'm just looking at ideas.
What could go wrong, G?
Yeah. On the other hand, privatization of utilities as opposed to luxuries can present its own problems, but that's true in any system. Obviously, concentration of power breeds the possibility of corruption, and what keeps that at bay when it comes to privatization of industries is the very obvious competition. What we need in order for this to work is for two of them to do it. That's basically it, man.
Yeah.
That's basically what we need here. But at least one of them looks like they're on their fucking way. Nuclear Fusion Group calls for building a pilot plant by the 2040s.
What? That's dope.
Oh my God, dude.
Plus, the inside of that thing looks like one of those spaceship rides where you get in, it sticks you to the wall.
Oh, yeah, you get up against the wall and it spins.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. God,
you can flip upside down and shit stuck to the wall.
I tell you what, though, dude, either way it goes, if we're looking to get to a point where humanity is an interplanetary species, or for Christ's sakes, we want to go to a fucking another star, you know what I mean? We're going to need some serious fucking power, and this may be a way to get it done. So I'm very interested to see where this goes over the next few years. And that being the case, man, now's a good time to take a look out there because we are at our perihelion, otherwise known as the closest to the sun today. That's why it's unseasonably warm on this particular day, I suppose.
It's the perihelion.
The perihelion. That is correct, Phyllis. Oh, yes. Phyllis, today is the perihelion. Flourish the pinky. Draw it out more than that. Yeah, okay. Nonetheless, I think considering what we saw in 2020, 2021 is going to be gigantic for space exploration and development of technology surrounding it. I, for one, am really looking forward to covering this stuff over the course of the year and just seeing it happen in general. Check this out. Here's what they got planned so far, Phil. Artemis 1, as you may know, is the next crewed mission that they're trying to send to the moon. Remember they sent that Artemis simulator to Houston to train up those astronauts? That's these guys right here. They're planning to send their asses to the moon to work on building a permanent fucking space station there. That's the Artemis mission this year. Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
From Earth, or let me read this sentence I'm reading here. From Earth orbit, the Orion will be propelled onto a different path towards the moon by the rocket's interim cryogenic propulsion stage.
I know.
What?
I have no idea how that works.
They're going to use ice to propel like fucking Iceman?
Yeah, they're going to explode it into space, and then when they get there, they're going to freeze them to the moon somehow. I don't totally know how that works, but that is badass, man.
Whoa, dude. That's dope.
Yeah. Oh, man, how fucking cool. Woo. You see what happens when private industry gets involved with space travel? Oh, my God, just leaps and bounds in the last year. On top of that, we're looking to send some motherfuckers to Mars. Not just us. UAE is working on one. Japan's working on a thing. China is working on a thing. I don't think they're going to fucking make it, blah, blah, blah. But nonetheless, we're way ahead when it comes to Mars. The United States is way ahead of fucking everybody when it comes to Mars.
Elon's going to get there before any of these motherfuckers.
I mean, he was talking about landing people there in 2026. In 2024, they're going to leave. They're going to just fucking explode them into space and then freeze them to Mars.
That's how it works these days.
But I mean, the moon is no longer the space race. Now it's all about MARS, Mars, bitches. God damn.
Nice.
Also, fucking India getting into the space game. This year, they're doing a thing where they're looking for water on the moon. So they're looking for resource gathering. Which, no surprise, India, with such a huge population and such a small landmass, is always in need of resources. They import so much of their resources. This is a reasonable move for them to make. And since I see the possibility of India and the United States being military allies sometime in the next 10 years, I say go for it. I just want us to be running the gas station there when you need to fill up. That's all I'm saying.
They named their lander Vikram. Is there anything more Indian than that?
Vikram. Pragyan. Chandrayaan. I'm rolling the R's too much. Not great with the Indian accent. Oh, and then check this out. Now, there's the new telescope. We're about to finally, after all these years, say fuck you to the Hubble telescope. It breaks all the time. The fucking pictures used to look good, but it's like watching fucking 720p movies on a 4K screen. You know, it used to look okay, but it's like going back and watching TV special effects after seeing high-budget movie special effects. It just ain't quite the same. And so we've had enough. We've had enough of the hubs. Now we're sending the wife out there, too. So Webb's supposed to take off. And by the way, it's 14 years late, just like a woman. But... it's a $10 billion telescope, and we're supposed to send it the fuck out there this year at some point to replace the Hubble. Now, I don't know what happens to the Hubble after that. Is there a way to bring it home? Can they freeze it back to Earth or something somehow, man?
I don't know. I don't think they had the cryogenic capabilities back then, man.
Maybe not. But
maybe it just becomes a piece of space trash.
Well, yeah, who was it? Was it the Swedes who were like, we're just making space garbage trucks, basically, is what we're doing. We're about to get paid picking all this shit up. So smart. I think that's certainly, it's smart. It's smart, man.
It is smart.
But I'll tell you, Phil, all this stuff going on, regardless of what succeeds, what fails, you know, what changes get made, which of these timelines turn out to be incorrect, and I'm sure it'll be a lot of them. Still, dude, we've seen more advancement in space exploration in the last 2 years than the rest of our lives, you know? Like,
oh, yeah. And will in the next 10 years than we've ever seen before.
Than in the entirety of the rest of humanity. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Unbelievable. I'm fucking looking forward to it, man, because you know what? When Earth is fucked, go to space.
I'm not a criminal. I'm an artist working in an unpopular medium. Can I just speak to you? I mean, really speak to you like man to man. I've known you for a long time, William. And I know about your penchant for spying on women.